Hello. Today we talk about the unit of atomic mass. Unit of atomic mass. Actually, in our previous class, we calculate the mass of the nuclear from the mass of the atom. That is, from atomic mass we have calculate the nuclear mass. Here this is the expression. Just by subtracting the mass of the total orbital electron from the mass from the atomic mass, we can calculate the mass of the electron. Okay, mass of the nucleus. So it is important to know about the unit of the atomic mass. There are various methods for the atomic mass measurement have been developed, and to obtain the atomic mass we use different unit previously, and one unit is atomic mass unit that was previously used by chemists. Okay, and on the other hand the oxygen scale was also used by chemists, but in physics we use the carbon scale actually. That's why to obtain the value of the unit of atomic mass in carbon scale, we take the mass of 1 mole of carbon has 12 gram. Okay, that means to obtain the value of the unit of atomic mass in carbon scale, we note that 1 mole of carbon 12 has the mass of 12 gram. That means 12 into 10 to the power minus 3 kg. Okay, now since 1 mole of atom, since 1 mole contains Avogadro number of atoms. Okay, that's why the Avogadro number of carbon atom have mass কত 12 into 10 to the power minus 3 kg. Okay, that means that means the mass of each carbon atom will be কত হবে, that means 12 into 10 to the power minus 3 by Avogadro number এত kg. Okay, now 1 Avogadro 1 Na is 6.023 10 to the power 23. Putting this value here, we find that will become 12 into 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 27 kg. Clear? Now the unit of the atomic mass is defined to be the 1/12 of the mass of the atom of carbon isotope taken exactly to be 12 unit. That is, therefore, the unit of atomic mass is defined to be 1/12 of the mass of the atom of carbon isotopes which exactly taken to be 12 units. Okay, there, and this unit of atomic mass is defined by U. That means 1 U equals to 1/12 of the mass of the atom of the carbon isotope, and the mass of each carbon isotope is this. That means 12 into 1.66 10 to the power minus 27 kg. Okay, that means 1 U becomes 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 27 kg. Clear? That is the unit of atomic mass. Okay, now from the energy equivalence principle of STR, the energy equivalent of this amount of mass will be, therefore the energy equivalent of this amount of mass will be, what will be, that is 1 U equal to 1.66 10 to the power minus 27 into c square, that will be c square, and if we put the value of c, that become 931.501 MeV. That is mega electron mole, and it's very important. That means 1 unit of atomic mass actually 931.501 MeV. Clear? And with that help of this unit, we can also measure, we can also listed the mass of the different particle, different elementary particle, like particle, that is mass, and rest energy, rest mass energy in MeV. And for electron, it become, we know the mass of the electron, and it is 9.019 in 10 to the power minus 31, and it is in kg. And now if we multiply the convert this into the rest mass energy, and it become 0.51 MeV, and it's very important, you have to remember this. Similarly, for proton, the mass in kg is 1.672 10 to the power minus 27 kg, and it becomes 938.2 MeV. And for neutron, it is 1.674 10 to the power minus 27 kg, and it becomes 939.5 MeV. That's why the neutron is slightly heavier than the mass of the proton. Clear? Fine. Now there is another interesting topic is the mass defect. Mass defect. Actually, the accurate determination of atomic mass shows that the atomic mass are very close to the mass number of atom. Okay, when that atomic mass are expressed in the units of atomic mass, that is in one u when it is expressed in u scale, that is the units of atomic mass, that means we have seen that the mass of the atomic mass and the mass of atom actually very close to the mass number of the atom. Okay, that means the mass of atom in u scale very nearly equals to the mass number of atom. Clear? And from a table we have also seen that for very little atom, well, for very light atom with mass number less than 20, and for very heavy atom with mass number greater than 180, the atomic mass are slightly higher than the corresponding mass number. In between this limit, that means higher than 20 and less than 180, when the mass number will in between this range, the atomic mass are slightly less than the corresponding mass number. Okay, and there is the this is actually S.N. Ghoshal book, and in this book we have seen this chart actually, and if you follow this chart, you can you have seen that this is the number of atom. Okay, this is hydrogen, okay, deuterium, helium, carbon, oxygen, and this is their atomic mass in units of in U scale. Okay, and here you have seen that for and this is their mass number. Okay, and for mass number less than 20, for less than 20, that means for light atom, okay, the atomic mass is higher. Actually the atomic mass is higher. You have seen that the atomic mass is, for light atom, the atomic mass is higher than their mass number. Similarly for heavy atom with mass for heavy atom with mass number greater than 180, the atomic mass is slightly higher than the mass number of that corresponding atom. Okay, and in between this range we have seen that the atomic mass is in between this range you have seen that the atomic mass is lower than their corresponding mass number. Atomic mass is lower than their corresponding mass number. Okay, that means here you have seen that the difference between this atomic number mass number and the corresponding atomic mass, and the difference between this atomic mass and that corresponding mass number are called the mass defect. Okay, it's called the mass defect. And for lighter atom, this mass defect will be positive, light atom, because the here in this case the atomic mass will be higher than the mass number. Similarly for heavy element, okay, the atomic mass defect also will be positive, since here also the atomic mass is higher than the mass number, but in between this range, that means greater than that means atomic mass number greater than 20 and less than 180, in between this range the atomic mass, since the atomic mass is slightly lower than the mass number, that's why here the mass defect will be negative. That means the mass defect defines the difference between the atomic mass and the corresponding mass number. Clear? That's why what will be the mass defect? That means, and the mass defect is denoted by del m prime, and that will be this is the difference between the measured atomic mass in U scale and the corresponding mass number, that is A. Clear? That means del m prime will become, mass defect will become MA, Z, that is the atomic mass, minus mass number. Clear? And we have also already show that for very light, that means for which A less than 20, and very high or very heavy, that means for A greater than 180 atoms বা nuclei, del m prime will be positive. Clear? Similarly, in that intermediate range, intermediate nuclei, that means for those mass number greater than 20 and less than 180, del m prime will be negative. Okay, fine. Now the another parameter is packing fraction. Packing fraction. So the question is, what is packing fraction? Simply, the packing fraction is denoted by small f, and it is nothing, that is the mass defect per number of nuclei in the nucleus. That means the total number of nuclei inside the nucleus is denoted by the mass number. That means the total mass defect by total number of nuclei. Okay, that means the mass defect per nucleon in the nucleus. Per nucleon means total number of if we divide the mass defect with the total number of total mass number. Okay, mass number. Now if del f equals to del m prime is this, so I put it here. That means m a minus a comma z minus a, that means the mass defect by a, and it becomes m a comma z by a minus 1, and from here we got an expression of m and z in terms of packing fraction and mass number, and it becomes this. Clear? Fine. Now here it is found that the packing fraction varies in a symmetric manner with the mass number. Okay, the packing fraction varies in a symmetric manner with mass number, and the variation of this packing fraction with mass number is graphically shown in a figure, and that figure is this. Here this is the cracking fraction times 10 to the power 4. Okay, and since it's a very small value, that's why we have to multiply with this to increase the range or to increase the scaling. Okay, for and here this mass number, and we have seen that and here we have seen that the packing fraction is directly proportional to del m prime, and for light nuclei the del m prime will be positive, that means packing fraction will be positive for lower A value, and for similarly for heavy nuclei, that means for higher A value, that is A value greater than 180, del m prime will be positive, that time F will be positive, but intermediate this range, the del A, since del A prime is negative, that's why it's also will be negative. And this is, if we consider this is 0, that means for lower value it becomes this, and it varies us like this. Okay, now from this figure it is seen that for light nuclei the packing fraction is positive and decreases rapidly with increasing A, and it becomes negative for A value greater than 20, that means for A value greater than 20 it turns to be negative and attains a minimum in negative sense at A equal to 60, and again it rises slowly for higher A value. Okay, and it becomes positive again for A greater than 180. Clear? And this symmetric variation of F with A can be understood from the nuclear binding energy consideration also. Clear?